My name is Àngels Tornero. I work for Accenture. For those of you who don't know our company, we are a global consultancy firm. We work across the globe with offices in more than 50 countries, $44 billion revenues last year. And we are an organization with 500,000 employees around the world. So for us, managing our talent, as you can imagine, is our core business and is one of our key priorities. No? In my professional career, I worked for Accenture since more than 20 years. I've been always managing global transformation programs for many companies. And I could say that one of the common traits of all of these projects for their success is how the companies have the availability to adapt and transform their organization at the same pace of the transformation. So this is key for all of this. And as you can imagine, all companies in this changing environment are in a continuous transformation journey. So if you ask them what is on top of mind, they can say today the disruption in the supply chain, the increase of the prices of the materials, whatever, but there is one thing that is on top of all the agendas, that is the talent management, and how to continually refresh the skills and adapt them to the future of work, to continue and to stay relevant. And this is not just because the technology transformation and the digital journey that they have ahead of them. It's also because there are some trends in our lives that are impacting in a very significant way. For example, the globalization that has been even accelerated because of the COVID pandemic this day. It has changed a lot the way we work. For example, we need to compete, let's say, in a global environment of talent, skills. The companies need to think about how to reward their employees in this global environment. And we are also combining teams for people all around the world, and we need to combine and to be able to work with different cultures and way of working. No? Purpose. We have these new generations, and we as consumers are changing our consumption habits. We want to buy and to consume with purpose, and it's the same exactly to work. We want to work with companies that are really committed with the society and with the sustainable development. The crisis response is the same. We are working in a very changing environment, and we need to be very resilient and adapt to these characteristics. And for sure, all the digital transformation and the technology is opening up a new world of possibilities, and our organization maybe is not changing at the same speed. In this situation, we might answer the question that how might we prepare our people for this future work in ways that we serve individuals, businesses, and communities. So it's a matter of having this more, let's say, holistic approach. And many companies are a little bit overwhelmed of how to drive this journey, how to drive this change in the organization at a scale and at a speed. And probably very, very few companies are really prepared, ready to do this at a scale and at a speed. But what we see, talking with all our clients, is that there are some of them that are the leaders that has a common characteristic. That is that companies that have a stronger digital skills are the ones that are leading this transformation, are the ones who have more, let's say, happy employees that are growing revenues faster than the rest, and that has a competitive advantage in innovation, in employee engagement, in customer satisfaction, and even in operational costs. So these companies, when it comes to brought to life this strategy, we have been talking with several of our C-levels, and they have a strategy that is based in 3 levels, basically. On one side, they always say that it's key to have the C-level fully aligned with the transformation and sponsoring it, with a very clear definition of the roles that each of them are playing in this overall journey. The second thing, and it is related to our first speech today, is how to have an organization adapted and tailor-made to this journey. No? And this means having, for example, these different team structures, working in innovation, but keeping the business as usual as well. It's about having the organization itself, the governance, well-structured, and the ways of working to make it happen. And the third lever that, to me, is very important, and is also related to the last speech, is how do we use data and technology to make it happen, to bring it to life at the end. No? Today, many companies have much more visibility than we have had ever, with data about all the behaviors that we have at work, what is our learning, preferred learning, what is our experiences, what systems are we using every day. So with this information, companies are able to really define their strategy and to have this adaptive way of managing the talent within the company. And when we say talent, there is an important topic as well. We have broken, let's say, the boundaries of our own company. We used to think out of talent, thinking about our employees, or even the talent that we can buy in the market, let's say, the talent that we can acquire. No? So the key things to think about were more, what are the reskilling needs, what kind of talent do I need to buy, where should I find this talent, no? But in the environment that we have right now, and all the collaboration tools that we have at hand right now, this has broadened a lot. And we have a talent ecosystem that is comprised by our own talent in the company, but we have as well all this borrowed liquid workforce that we can at some moment have, even internally or externally, with companies, with experts, with talent workforce that is adapted even within the company. And the fourth topic is how can we complement our workforce with the automation. And we have several research where we see that in the very next future, this is happening right now, more than 60–70% of the activities that we have right now in many companies, very low value added, will be replaced by automation. So, and this is not just 100% replacing a human activity by the automation. This is about, thank you. I just spoke. This is about complementing and combining the human activity with the superpowers of the automation. So all the talent ecosystem we have in our companies needs to be managed and needs to be adaptive to the environment and to the challenge we have ahead in our companies. Okay? So how do we have been listening about maybe the strategy or the intangibles, the innovation, but at the end of the day, you need to have a kind of methodology to implement it in the company and to be continuously adapting the talent strategy to the challenge you have ahead. So we used to think about that in an infinite loop, let's say, because this is not something that starts and finishes. The transformation that the company needs to tackle is evolving continuously, so you need to work in two big phases, no? The first one, that are points 1 and 2, is using data that you have in your organization. You need to identify what your strategy is, what is the pace, the speed you need to get in the transformation, what is the impact you are you want to get during this transformation, and then what are the skills, the assets, the capabilities that you will need to do that. Okay? Based on that, you need to look into your talent ecosystem to see how will you fulfill, what are the gaps between what you have today in terms of skills, internal workforce sourcing requirements, talent profiles, and what is the proficiency you will need in the future. So the second phase is to implement it. And in this implementation, there are two important things. One is the acceleration. So if you don't think just about your internal talent, but if you think of the overall talent ecosystem, you will be able really to have the capabilities that you will need in this transformation. And for this, again, there is a lot of data, tools, analytics that companies are using right now to support this decision-making. And the last thing is apply. And apply is continuous. And I come back to the previous. Companies that are digitally fluent are much more able to be continuously applying these changes, this upskilling, reskilling, than others that have no this digital fluency. Okay, so having employees that are continuously learning new solutions, new technologies, new ways of working in this digital world are much more prepared for this transformation than the rest. So this is the loop and the methodology. If I may say, I have three key messages maybe that I want to pass. First, that having this talent and organization aligned to the strategy of the company is key for every transformation and for this, even for the success of the company. Second, that companies that are more digitally fluent are the best prepared to embrace this journey. And third, that this adaptive methodology, continuous learning, should be applied leveraging all the data and applied intelligence to help organizations drive the change. So this is our approach. I hope it helps you to at least to have some more ideas to bring to your different companies. Thank you very much.